That's really been my ticket. And along the way, one of the things I'm going to talk to you about tonight, since you all they grew up, they've got plenty of money, they have great education, their families stayed together, there's all this great love. And so all of my assumptions were these people were lucky. They had some resource I didn't have. But when you're halfway intelligent, and if you read biographies, you begin to realize that the smartest people in the world, the most successful people in the world, usually have had some of the most horrific backgrounds you can imagine. And pretty soon I began to realize that biography is not destiny. That where you've been has nothing to do with who has a baby. 13-year-old has a child, there's no father there, what's the future? Not looking too good. What if I told you that a young girl was African American at a time when the President of the United States was not, and when people judge people by the color of their skin, not by their character? What if I told you she was sexually abused 3 or 4 times by family members and friends before she was 13? What's the future for this child? And what if I told you at 13 she got pregnant exactly like her mother? The only difference was when the baby was born, it died, it was stillborn. Now what Because the thing that we all do is we all come up with a reason why our life is the way it is, and we tend to look backwards at something that happened to us, but we've all had it. Who's had horrible, shitty, terrible things happen in your life? Here, raise your hand and say, I. Who's done horrible, stupid things you hope no one will ever find out? Say, I. Okay? So it's not unique. No one's story is that unique. We all have a story of challenge. Some sound more challenging than others. And if you haven't had any challenges thus far in your life, problems are coming. Aren't you glad you showed up for this positive seminar? But it's because what makes us grow. And so early on, I started trying to find these answers, and I began to realize, okay, I can take control of my life if I stop making the excuses, and if I start realizing the only thing that matters is right now. That right now, the decisions you and I make right now are controlling our life. They're controlling what you think, they're controlling what you feel, they're controlling the result you're getting. And how long does it take to change your whole life? How long? How long? People say it takes 10 years to make a change. They'll tell me, it took me a decade to do this. And I say, bullshit, it did not take you a decade. It took you a moment. There's a moment when your brain said, no more. There's a moment when you said, I quit, let's begin. I love you, I do, it's over. That if you're gonna influence someone, a big part of what influences them is not just what you say, but the energy you have. How many would agree with this? Say, ah. In fact, what is charisma? When you say somebody has charisma, what the hell is charisma? How many would agree it's an energy that people have? Say, ah. And we all have energy, but the problem is, when you're trying to build a business and you bump into obstacles or challenges, or even if you're on a roll and something interrupts it, it's so easy to get overwhelmed or frustrated or stressed, or just lose a little bit of your edge. What I found is the higher your energy, the greater the execution. The lower the energy, the more you know stuff and don't follow through. I'm here to tell you, tonight is not just about knowledge, because, knowledge is interesting. Knowledge is not power, knowledge is potential power. Execution trumps knowledge every day of the week. So in order to get you to execute, we gotta simplify things. Complexity is the enemy of execution. The more complex you make something, the harder it is to duplicate in your business, isn't it? The hardest to use. So I'm gonna oversimplify it so that we actually do it. And the first thing I want you to start with is, if you don't listen to anything else I say, the number one key to success in life is increasing your energy and sustaining that energy. Because at a high level of energy, you come up with different solutions. Who's ever snapped at somebody or gotten mad and had nothing to do with them? It was just you were in a shitty state. Who knows what I'm talking about here? Say, ah. Whoever has snapped at someone else, who's ever done the snapping here? Okay, a few honest people. So here's what I want you to do. Shake your body out. And before we do anything else, I just want you to turn the person near you, point them and go, I own you. Now say it like you mean it. I own you. No, I own you. Now when you say I own you, what you're really saying is I challenge you, you old person, to a higher level of energy. And I'm gonna outdo your energy. So when I say now, we're gonna clap together slowly. And at the peak of it, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. And then your job is to... 1, business you're in, which should be similar to your own. What business you're in and how's business? Tell them the truth about how the business is going. What business you're in, how's business? Third question, what's the chokehold on growth in your business right now? What's the chokehold? What's missing? What's keeping from growing? If you're growing at the level you want to, you got 2 minutes, go. Grab somebody, find out, go. Now what business you're in, tell them how's business?
Last night, your goals to help feed 100 million people a year.
Billion total.
A billion total. So last night, we asked this group if they would reach into their hearts and if they would give. And this group last night raised in cash $204,000. Bring us out here. And Marina and I, on your behalf for the organization, we added $50,000 from our own pockets.
Wow.
So show them, please, the check to Feeding America.
Wow.
$253,000.
I will match that 253 myself as well.
About 3 million meals, right?
Yeah, well, we'll have 500,000, so that'll be 5 million meals because I'll match it.
5 or 6. That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I have one. I know we've had a full night. I've got one other quick thing. If you have 2 minutes.
Sure.
Richard Branson's going to be here tomorrow morning. Okay? I know he's a close friend of yours. We're trying to bring the world's best because this profession deserves the world's best. And